So this is day 2 in New York. It's raining like hell already since like 8 in the morning here. It's really, there are like rivers in the streets of water, and it still continues raining. So I've been now in 2 Starbucks already. I'm totally stiff from caffeine because I was just drinking coffee there just to find a place to hide from the rain, or to shelter from the rain. And now I'm in the American Ballet Theater, David H. Koch Theater. And there, behind me, is the New York Philharmonic Orchestra, which is actually reminding me of a very interesting story on my trip to here. Because in the plane where I was, there was sitting the Warsaw Philharmonic Orchestra. There are like 100 people in the plane out of 300 who were from the Warsaw Orchestra. And the guy next to me, he is working for the Warsaw Philharmonic as a technician. He builds up the stage and everything every day. But a really nice guy. I talked a little bit with him. It was his first time that he went to New York, and I told him it was also my first time, etc. Really nice guy. Until the bottle of vodka came from under the chair in the plane. 1 liter bottle of vodka, which he, totally by himself, together with tomato juice, I think like 4 or 5 liters of tomato juice, he drank this vodka. And he was pissed drunk next to me. Which was actually, in the beginning it was quite fine, because he was not so noisy. Yeah, with his friends he had some party, but until he started to sleep. And in his sleep, I had 3 times his arm over me. He was spitting in my face. Really, this guy was pissed drunk. I stayed calm. He apologized many times. Yeah, I'm sorry, but it was crazy. I read already on the review site from Lot that there were guys drinking and they had bottles of vodka, and the stewardesses did nothing about it. I thought, yeah, sure, this happens, but I'm not afraid that it will happen to me. Now, Murphy's Law. The guy next to me drinks a 1 liter bottle of vodka in less than 6 hours. So that was quite quite a story. But I survived. I'm now in New York. It's still raining. Maybe I will see if I can actually go and see him here. Why not? So it's still raining like hell. It's not stopping. But here behind me is Hudson River. I'm now on the Upper West Side, so the opposite side of Manhattan from where I'm staying. And I don't have no idea how I can come closer, but I'm going to have a look. And later on there's the museum of the Air, Sea and Space Museum, American Air, Sea and Space Museum, and that I would like to see. So I'm going there. Still raining like hell, but I don't care. I just continue. I don't care. I just continue. I welcome the rain. Come rain, rain my day. This nice residential area here. This is full of apartment blocks here. Look behind me. This is only apartments everywhere. And yeah, I could see myself here living in a penthouse there on the top. Look up. And looking out on Hudson River. It's a pity that there is this road actually there. But I'm going to find a spot where I can go closer to the river. Hudson River, that's where it all started. See ya! This is special for my father. I am inside the airplane hangar of the USS Intrepid, an aircraft carrier from the Second World War. And this is of course awesome. And they made it into a museum. There's also a submarine outside. Here, Grumman Avenger. Very cool. It's still raining. It's not stopping with raining. It's unbelievable. But where I'm sitting at the moment is in the tail of the USS Intrepid, a World War II aircraft carrier, which is in still pretty good state. There's a museum inside, and I'm just sitting here having a look around. On the other side of the river there, Hudson River, is New Jersey, and I'm sitting on the west side of Manhattan, in the Chelsea area, where this museum is. So yeah, enjoying. Dry at least here. And next I will get some lunch in Chelsea, but first I will go to the deck of the ship. There's some planes standing there and everything, so looking forward to see that one. See you later. I'm standing at on the aircraft deck of the USS Intrepid, and there's the bridge. So this is the navigation deck. It's one deck below the actual bridge where the captain was standing and commanding the ship. But this deck have all the navigational equipment, so compass, radar, all those stuff. And next we're going to the bridge. Going up to the next deck, Captain's Bridge. It's still raining, as you can see. Raining cats and dogs. There we go. Here's the bridge, Captain's Bridge. This is where it happened. The guy on the bridge here actually told that the windows, they were installed later. So the actual bridge was open and not armored. The armored part of the bridge will come later in this film. And here you can see how great view the bridge have to all sides, like 180 degrees view or even more. All the equipment. Now next room is this armored bridge. Yeah, this is inside the armored bridge. This is where actually the helm is. So the helm is the steering wheel of a ship. This is like 15 centimeters thick armor, and in times of fighting, they would close these windows with thick steel. Now going to the space shuttle. We have a problem. Whoa. Fuck. So this is the Enterprise. This was a test shuttle. So this one had never have been really in space, but they used it to test the landings and all the equipment and the gear on it. So everything seemed to go well. Houston, we have no problem. Houston, we have no problem. This is the USS Growler, a cruise missile submarine. I'm not sure which year, but it's old. This is a cruise missile. So now we're going inside the USS Growler. Here, USS Growler. And here there are some pictures of all the rooms in the submarine. Like staff rooms, officer mess. There's an officer's bathroom. Cheese. Mirror of an officer's sanitary equipment. Another officer's mess. This is the petty officers. They were more packed on each other. This is the periscope. This was the attack center, the attack control center, with the typical periscope that you see on submarines. This is the sonar equipment. And this was the marine mess, where the Marines were having dinner. Berthing for the Marines, stacked on each other. Radio control room, or something like that. Torpedo room, and here are torpedoes. Now I'm outside. And time for lunch. This Concorde here, I've set a world record from London to New York in like 2 hours, 53 minutes. And 15 years ago they took them out of service, and they've never rebuilt these kind of things, these planes anymore. I don't understand why, because they're so fast. Bye bye USS Intrepid. You were great to see. Have fun lying the rest of your life here in the waters around Manhattan. Bye.